Good evening and welcome, everybody. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. My name is Mac, Mike Alpha Charlie, in Hamilton on the West Mountain, and we're ready to stream the Lake Ontario Radio Club net, monitoring the VA3 ZOE repeater on a frequency of 443.075. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're just going to wait for the clock to flip over to 7 p.m. and our net controller will pick it up.
Good evening, all amateurs. This is Victor Echo 3, India Uniform Kilowatt, Bill in Dundas, and I'll be your host this evening for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. This net is now on our summer schedule, and we meet on Sundays and Tuesdays on this repeater at 7 p.m. and Thursdays on a simplex frequency of 446.125. After Labor Day, we'll pick up the Saturday and Monday net at 7 o'clock also on this repeater. So with that, I would stand by for any one and dones or priority traffic. Come now.
VA3 DCS Mobile.
VA3 DCS Mobile. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening. Yep, I'm just out and almost home. So I don't know if I'll be on the inside radio or not. So I thought I'd better check in now.
Okay, Dave. Well, thanks for checking in, and I'm glad you're on your way home. And I think it seems that it's not quite as hot as it was yesterday, but still had to deal with the heat. So hope you have a good evening and can relax.
All right, 7:30. VA3 DCS Mobile will be QRT.
Okay, Dave, 7-3, have a good evening. Stand by for anyone who'd like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now.
VA3IMW. I just hate dead air.
VA3IMW, VA3IUK, good evening, Mac.
Good evening, Bill, and all on that 100,000 people listening and 3 people talking. Isn't that the way it always goes? Anyways, you're doing a fine job into the repeater, and I didn't get a chance to check you on reverse, but I'm sure you're very close to that beautiful S9 signal that you've been working with since you've improved your antenna situation there. Good, very good. Yeah, Tuesday, a little bit less of a steamy situation, but yeah, it was still warm overall, and I think it's supposed to let up. I think Thursday is supposed to be somewhat cooler. I think we got another day of this to bear. But I just wanted to throw a question out to anybody who has any information. As I was coming down number 6 and viewing over the skyline here in the Hammer, I noticed a big orange plume over top of the steel factories, and I wondered if anybody had any information on any incidents that may have occurred at ArcelorMittal. Anyways, whatever used to be Dofasco or Stelco or whatever down there in that region, seems to be this big orange plume, which would be indicative of something that's gone wrong. Anyways, if anybody has information, feel free to share. And we want to know if we need to evacuate or at least put our gas masks on. Thanks for doing this one, Bill. Certainly appreciate it. For anybody listening or wants to listen, just look us up on YouTube. Put in my call sign in the search box, VA3IMW, and scroll down until you find the big red live button. Give a click and you'll find us right here. And we'll be streaming this one on Thursday night on 446.125 as well. But I'm sure Charles will come in and you'll remind him to put in a plug for his A-Reg net tomorrow night. That's it for me, and no timing the repeater out tonight.
I didn't have my 8-timer handy. Now I we have three more gentlemen in there. We'll start with L. VA3NFL, VA3IUK. Good evening. How you doing, L? Doing good, Bill. Been kind of hibernating where it's cool. This weather, I don't even want to go cut my lawn, so we'll leave it at that. But yeah, I'm seeing the lightning out in St. Thomas. It's around us, but it's not here yet. Hopefully it doesn't. But just looking in and out. Want to say hi. VA3NFL. Yeah, okay, yeah, and with my thinner skin, the only time I've been outside today is to put the garbage out, so I may go for a walk in a couple hours just to get some air when it's a little bit cooler, but I try to avoid it when it's hot like this, so I'm sure you'll be able to get some grass cutting in a couple days, Al. Oh, I hope so. I'm neglecting it, but I want to stay cool as well, so the grass can win at this point. Too damn hot out there. Yeah, I agree, Al. I agree totally. So thanks for checking in. And let's go down to Andy and say good evening to him. VA3TKA, V3IUK.
V3IUK, VA3TKA. Hey, Bill. Good evening, and good evening to everybody else on that. Yep, just throwing in my bean in the pot here for the net. Out here in Mount Hope, and just a joking response to Mac there. All of Hamilton is a toilet. Everybody should evacuate. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, good evening, Bill. Back to you there.
As soon as I pick myself up off the floor.
Roger that. I'm glad I made you laugh, my friend. Back to you.
Oh, I won't start with the Hamilton jokes. Anyway, yeah, Andy, thanks for checking in. And I'm going to try to find out some information about that orange plume after the net. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for checking in. And with that, we'll move down to Chris, VA3WBG, V3IUK. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, everybody. VA3WBG. Yeah, just a quick check, and I guess I missed the quick in and outs at the beginning, but I don't really have anything for tonight, so just drop in and check in, and I'll be listening to the net. VA3WBG.
Yeah, okay, Chris, and thanks a lot for checking in. Appreciate it. Anyone else from Lake Ontario Radio Club Net? Come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie at June. CJ's at V3IUK. Good evening, Chuck. How you doing?
Oh, Bill, I'm doing all right now. I had to go out earlier and to walk all the way to Staples to return a product back to Amazon. And boy, oh boy, it was a tough go at it. I'm glad I made it home. I had to stop a couple of times, of course, and catch my breath, I guess. But anyways, I just saw there's it was DeFasco, ArcelorMittal. There it is. Plume of thick orange smoke. It was due to a metal spill, they're saying.
Oh, okay. Nothing about, I guess that there's no need for an evacuation alert then.
No, but probably evacuate the area where they had molten steel spilling. So apparently that's what I got so far.
Yeah, but I imagine anybody who lives close to there may want to stay indoors or avoid that, Chuck.
Oh yeah, definitely. I haven't seen it, but maybe if I go on my front porch, I might see it. Yeah, I'm only on a one-floor house, so I may not be able to see it, but definitely. That reminds me when DeFasco leveled one of their buildings, and they're saying that there was a cloud of smoke like that due to the years of all the crap that accumulated on the roof of the building, and that's what went up in the air. Definitely not good stuff.
No, not at all. And of course, I remember about the plasma fire back in the 90s. Was that 96 or something like that? I can't remember. They probably should have evacuated more of an area than they did, but they failed to do that. Anyway, Chuck, I guess you could put in a plug for your net for tomorrow night.
I guess so. Tomorrow night it's going to be another fun-filled evening for the AREG net. Yours truly will be the host between 8 o'clock and 10 p.m. on 146.430. And we'll try and make it interesting. But I understand, you know, it is summer and there's going to be less people, but that's fine. Anyhow, Bill, thank you for doing this one. And Mac, of course, net control for YouTube. Thank you. And that's about all I got. I'm going to stay indoors and stay cool. Back to you.
Okay, Chuck. Well, I'm sure that you'll still get a few check-ins tomorrow night. I think there's a lot of us out there that look forward to that net as a catalyst to help us get through the week. I just wondered, Chuck, would you be able to take this net Sunday night?
Sunday night, I could possibly do that. I don't foresee any issues, any conflicts at the moment, so I'll say yeah for now.
Yeah, because when I get back from field day, who knows, I might still be snoozing away. Anyway, I appreciate that, Chuck.
All right, not a problem. I'll send it back to you, sir, and see who else is out there. VA3CJZ.
All right, Chuck, thanks for checking in, and let's see who else is out there. This is VA3IMW Bill in Dundas for Lake Ontario Radio Club. That looking for more check-ins. Come now.
Recheck, TKA. VA3ZJC.
Just stand by there, Jason. Andy, go ahead.
Thanks, Bill. Sorry to jump in there again. VA3TKA. Actually, I spent 10 years at Tabasco in the old joint there. That's where I did my ticket. I can think of a couple of places where they could have metal still, depending on how bad it is. Steel making, you've got the two casters, number one, number two caster. Occasionally they get what's called a breakout, because at the very top of the banana profile of the caster, the slab's only got about a 1/4 inch thick skin on it, and occasionally that skin ruptures and they get what's called a breakout. So molten steel, basically pukes out all over the rolls and everything. But that's usually pretty contained. I guess that's something that could have gotten away. They've got, down in the steel making itself, where they got the ladles, got the electric arc furnace, and I remember years back they had a pretty bad accident at the KOBM. But I can think of a couple places. I'm just hoping nobody got hurt, because that's stuff can really go wrong when that gets out of control. VA3IUK, VA3TK. Back to you, Bill.
Yeah, Roger, Andy. Well, thanks for that info. I'm not too familiar with the steel industry or how thing works, but I can understand where things could go wrong really quick if you don't have good safety controls in there. So thanks for that, Andy. And with that, let's move down to Jason and see how he's doing today. VA3ZJC, VA3IUK. Good evening, Jason.
VA3IUK, VA3ZJC. Good evening, Bill. Good evening, everybody else on that. Doing okay. I'm feeling 100%. The extreme heat doesn't get to me, so trying to stay cool as best I can. Just sitting here on the handy-talkie, because even in the shack it's a little warm tonight. No real traffic for me. Just been a little late getting here, but I'll listen along for the duration. Thanks for doing it, Bill. Much appreciated. VD3 is WC. Back to that.
Yeah, fortunately my shack's in the basement, so it's pretty much the coolest part of the house. So it's nice down here. But yeah, hope the heat subsides for you. I don't know, it's maybe your breathing or whatnot, but for me it's my skin. All this stand by for any rechecks or any comments before I close the net. I see Albert has checked in from Barrie, so we'll say good evening to Albert at VA3BT from Barrie. So we'll stand by. Anyone else from Lake Ontario Radio Club Net, come now.
VA3IMW, recheck.
Yankee Tango. Hey, just stand by, Mac. I'll take Edward there first. Go ahead with Edward.
Hey, how you doing, Bill? Thanks so much for the moment of fame here on the internet. Yeah, I think I finally got used to the heat. I've been driving around with the air conditioning off and the windows open all day. I thought to myself, maybe I should turn it on and see if it still works. Yeah, it does, but yeah, I'm used to it. So now I'm probably going to be really cold when it gets down to 70 again. That's about all I got tonight. 73, Bill. D3VYT.
Well, it's interesting how adaptive the human body can be. So there you go. And I remember the days when I was a kid. You know, not everybody had air conditioning in their car. You had the no draft windows. So that's just a different era there. But thanks a lot for checking in. Or that will pick up Mac there for the recheck. Go ahead, Mac.
Thank you very much. Oh, look at this. YouTube chat is just alive and kicking. VA3MHV is also checked in there. Waving a hand to Albert and Barrie. Trust everything is going well and the cement pouring is right on schedule. Nice to see Sean checking in with us from Toronto. Max Video Drone, otherwise known as VE3FNI. Lots of good things happening on YouTube and lots of good stuff on the air. Speaking of which, on the air, July 1st, happy Canada Day, happy Great Canadian Trail. I'm thinking that I am going to go out to Albion and set up there. It's a good place. Nice forfer as well as part of the Great Canadian Trail. And just a reminder for everybody who is going out, we want to be able to spot on the trail. So if you're at an ENFR, do spot yourself on the Great Canadian Trail and then use the additional parks or trails as additional Charlie Alpha, whatever park numbers. We want to light up the board with the Great Canadian Trail as much as possible and right from coast to coast. So we'll probably look for some support from other folks. Let's see, I think you're going out with Wade, and I'm sure there's lots of folks here in the Hamilton region that are going to be out there. VE5MUD out west, Mr. Mudd, sure that he'll be out there. VE3 Charlie Foxtrot in New Brunswick, I'm sure he's going to be out there. I think we missed a couple of provinces last year, but hopefully this will catch on and become an annual event. Anyways, that's about it for now, and we'll talk probably more about people choosing which parks for the July 1st Canada Day Parks on the Air celebration, and who's going where and why and who's going to share and stuff like that. Anyways, my second chance to time out the repeater, and I hope not.
Well, I wasn't timing you, Mac. I just let it escape for us, so there you go. But yeah, Wade and I will be going to the Dundas Conservation Area, and the particular spot that we are in is a forfer. I don't remember all the park numbers right now, but that is a forfer. But I picked that spot because where Wade and I will be, there'll be lots of shade, so that'll just be fine with me.
All right, very good. Let's see if you can shake a couple more from the timbers there. People are coming in slow, but yeah, maybe there's a couple more that are going to wave a hand and say hello. I'm not sure if Mark's near a radio, but I'm sure there's lots of people listening. We have all these inconsequential contacts that occur from time to time, and it's nice to hear them come in from across the lake, friends in Toronto. Most recently, a gentleman way up high in the sky in an apartment building. So, looking forward to some further contacts with people on a more frequent basis, but at their leisure, they're more than welcome to check in with us. Back to you, Bill.
Roger, Mac, well, including YouTube check-ins, we've had 13. So let's see if there's anyone else before we close the net. This is the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. My call is VA3IMW, Bill and Dundas standing by. Okay, well, that appears to be it. So I'd like to thank all you folks for checking in via YouTube and via the ZOE repeater. And speaking of the ZOE repeater, we'd like to thank Terry, VA3IQL, for the use of the repeater. This has good coverage and gets well utilized in this area, especially with the amount of POTA users that we have, and a lot of coordination goes through the repeater. So this is Bill, VA3IUK in Dundas. I'll be saying 7-3. Thanks to all those folks who checked in. You guys make the net. I just take down the call signs, and we'll now turn this frequency and repeater back to normal MRQs. Good evening all, and stay cool. Oh, and for you that have garbage tonight, don't forget to put it out. Bye-bye. VE3LBI, check me in, Bill. Okay, boy, you just got into the wire, boy. I just don't want to shut the door on your foot. I got the other foot in there holding it open. There you go. Anyways, Bill, thanks very much. Just a quick check-in for you. Yeah, you make 14. You're number 14. All right, thanks, Bill. All the best. 7-3.
Hey, Bill, V3, HPO checking in.
Oh, there's 15.
Yeah, you're 5-9. Good evening.
Well, I guess that brings the stream to a close as well. Thanks for checking in, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll bid you 7 3s. That's how we say goodbye.